had the opportunity this week to talk to Rusty about where I should head next. And the idea being that my goal is to be a working animator ASAP. And the number one factor in making this happen is getting my demo reel ready and presentable. So we talked about some of the shots that I can use right now to get going. And this first one, the axe stack that we worked on for quite a bit during the workshop, is probably right now my best shot. I also have the idle that we also worked on quite a bit. Now I need to still get some more shots on this reel, because otherwise the reel is going to be like, 8 seconds long or something like that, and most of that will be my name and phone number, contact information. So I wanted to look back on some of the past animations that I had that I can add to this reel. This panther shot I did a little while back, and I don't want to show all of it because it goes on forever. But this first part with the running and the turning is not a bad shot and will work pretty nicely for the reel. And then this sort of parkour shot is also not too bad, so I think I will include that. I need to finish this Dex character run and slice sequence, and if it turns out better than the axe attack, this may end up being the showcase piece of my reel, cross my fingers. And because I like to bookend things, I want to do another idle, and it will probably be here with Tina, also part of that Body Mechanics rig set, with the idea being that UG here is my open slate with my contact information, and Tina would be the end slate. I'll talk quickly about what's changed here with this sort of run and slice sequence. Probably the first thing you'll notice is the set has been dressed a little bit. I remember my instructor Joseph saying he always imagined, having this, sort of Japanese Edo period architecture going on. And I'm not the greatest modeler in the world, but I can make cubes and stack them on top of each other. So I have some basic houses going on there, a basic sort of mountain range behind the whole scene. So I think that'll work for my intended purposes. The other thing that has changed is this grabbing the sword and bringing it across the body. I still need to polish everything, still really kind of in a blocking plus stage at this point. Also trailing that sword behind, so the sword blade is the last thing in the picture. I need to play with arcs and things there because it's a little jumpy. And I now have him running through this whole sequence. Before he was kind of sliding. I think I strayed a little bit away from where I had intended to go. I was talking about kind of having this reverse C at this stage, and it kind of got a little bit away from it. I might have to play with that so that I could come to a C shape here. But now, the way that I'm looking at it, I really want that reverse C coming here as he's leading into this attack. So what I might do, instead of having a reverse C shape here, maybe instead I should try a C shape here, and then the reverse C here, and just keep that shape in the spine as he's moving to the next target. And then going into this last strike, it's quite messy right now. But the idea being, I want this kind of squash, coiled up pose pre-strike, and then a super stretched out pose post-strike. And I'll probably end up having to do some kind of a smear frame or something to show the path of action of the actual blade strike. And then he jumps out of frame and he lands, and the bot falls into pieces. I had created a bunch of poses for this Tina model, and I really like this one with the thinking that it's going to be that end slate I was talking about. So I took a look at all of the Overwatch female character idle animations I could find, and thought in terms of timing, it's actually pretty close to what I did with UGG on that open slate idle. Most of them are right around 3 seconds for the cycle, which is what I used with UGG. But the thing that I noticed that was very, very different in what I did and what Blizzard's doing is how long they stayed in the exhale pose. So I'll go ahead and bring her up here full screen. So with UGG, the rough timing was 2 seconds for the inhale and 1 second for the exhale. You kind of want that inhale to take a little bit longer than the exhale. Otherwise, it's just too even on the timing. Now with Tina, I think it's going to be more like 1.5 seconds to the inhale and hold. I mean, there'll be a moving hold. There'll be, pixels moving. It'll be very, very slight. And then about a 3/4 second exhale and hold in that exhale pose. And you can see I've kind of got the blocking going here. None of the offsets or anything is working, but this is the idea. And that's all I've got for now. Thank you for watching.